Would you believe me if I told you that getting 1,000 subscribers is actually way easier than you think? It's actually easier than getting 4,000 watch hours. Most likely you're just doing things wrong. So we're gonna fix that today. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Tasha, your lifestyle, beauty, and YouTuber coach. Yeah, I said YouTuber coach, okay? Because I believe that I can help all the small YouTubers get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so you can start monetizing on YouTube way faster than I did. I am your big sis when it comes to really getting started and getting your foot in the door on YouTube. I just feel like I've figured out this whole YouTube algorithm thing, okay? So we're gonna do this together. Today I want to talk about getting to 1,000 subscribers. I just want to be totally honest with you guys in these videos and let you guys know if YouTube is your passion and you really want to make YouTube your thing. You want to make it your 9 to 5, make it be your business and start making money from YouTube. It's actually pretty easy to just at least get started. First things first, you're not going to want to copy the other big YouTubers out there that you know. I'm talking like the Mr. Beast, the Jackie Ainas, just your favorite YouTuber. For us Jamaicans, we love our colors and we love a sunrise. But guess what? You work your way up, okay? They had a starting point too. So don't think when you start YouTube that you just need to be like them right away. You do not have their budget, okay? You do not have their audience. You have to focus on your consistency and your clarity. You have to build your audience. You don't have their budget for editors and things like that. You have yourself right now. You have to be the editor. You have to be the filmmaker. You have to do it all. You have to be the script writer. When you're starting out, you're basically doing everything on your own. So you have to take your mindset off of the fact that you see your favorite YouTuber out there, they have so many subscribers, they're pumping out video after video after video. You're not them, you are you. But with the right strategy and the right coach like moi, you can get there. And then there's gonna be other small YouTubers looking at you thinking, oh, I want to be like so and so. But guess what? Only you yourself know that the journey was a bit rough. You gotta put in the work to get there. Next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to also pick a lane, okay? One of the main things I struggled with as a YouTuber in general and just even a small YouTuber, I was just so scatterbrained. I cannot do the same thing. But in order to be successful on YouTube, you actually do have to pick a focus. You have to pick a lane. You gotta, like I've said in previous videos before, you have to pick a niche. But not only do you have to just pick that niche and just bore yourself out till you just don't want to do this thing anymore, because it can get boring if you keep doing the same thing over and over. What I suggest you to do is, even if you started already and say you've been all over the place, okay, like myself, get serious for a minute and be like, you know what, for the next 30 or even 60 days, I'm going to commit to staying in one lane. I'm going to commit to doing the thing that I love doing most 90% of the time. And then on other days, I'm going to do the other things that don't really fit in. But this is for my loyal subscribers who already got to know me. So in my case now, I want to do YouTube coach. I want to help you guys succeed on YouTube. I want to help you guys get your first 1,000 subscribers and get your 4,000 watch hours. I want to make that my thing right now. I've also committed to certain things that I have to fulfill here on YouTube. Plus, I know I still like to vlog and do hygiene shopping, and I love to do hair tutorials. So, for example, you'll see me in the week helping y'all with your YouTube. We are focusing on YouTube strategy and I'm gonna give YouTube tips, but on weekends you'll see me vlogging, you'll see me doing hair content. For the ones that have been here for a while, you'll still see me being me, you'll still see me doing other content, but in the week we gonna stick to the business of doing what I'm doing right now. You're also gonna want to remember that YouTube is a search engine. Just like how you have Google and you search for things on there, that's how you have YouTube. People come on YouTube to search for things. You want to be of service to people who are searching for things on YouTube. Usually when I want to fix something, I go to YouTube. The other day I didn't know how to use my lawnmower in the video that I was doing outside of my lawn. I went to YouTube to be like, how do I use this? I don't even remember the name of it, but I just typed in the name, how to use it, and obviously it popped up. YouTube is a search engine. So you want to be a part of that search engine. You want to be searchable. If you're just doing a vlog, day in my life, out chilling on my yacht, odds are people are not going to find you. First of all, people don't really care that you're on your yacht or that you're vlogging if they don't even know who you are. If Mr. Beast goes out there and vlog, they will go with him to vlog. They will go with him to go take out his garbage because they already know who he is. They just want to chill with him a bit. But until like your audience gets to know you, they're not going to be interested in what you're doing. So you want to be searchable so that people can find you, and then you want to be searchable in a specific niche. I want to do like my natural hair stuff, right? If I'm always searchable for different types of protective styles, natural hair journeys, curly hair routines, then it's like, okay, we can always go to Tasha when it comes to our natural hair. But if Tasha's doing cooking one day, next day I'm doing my hair, next day I'm washing my car, next day I'm looking at the stars, it's like I'm not really consistent. They don't know what to find me for. A lost content creator equals a lost audience. We don't know what to really rely on you for. You want to do your niche at least 90% of the time, and you could even make the other things that you're doing around your niche. So say I did natural hair content, I could be doing my natural hair stuff on Instagram majority of the time, and then when I film a YouTube video, I could be like how I do my editing for my hair content. I could be showing y'all that, or like how I do my hair content as a YouTuber on Instagram. If I just relate it back to somewhere else but make a video for it in the area that I am. So I'm talking about YouTube, I'm talking about editing. So I'm talking to you guys how I edit my natural hair vlogs, right? I'm still showing y'all how to edit on YouTube, but I'm also talking about my natural hair. You want to make the other things that you're talking about relate to your main topics. I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. One thing that could get super frustrating is when you start making things so technical as well. If you can use natural lighting, use natural lighting. Sometimes I see a lot of people filming in their car, and I like to film in my car because of the lighting outside. I realized that, ooh, the way the camera is hitting right now, it's super nice. That took away from having to buy fancy lights and fancy equipment. You also want to keep the stuff that you're editing very simple. I love to ramble. You guys, I could sit here and ramble with you guys for hours. That's why I'm just like, I'm gonna start doing live soon. If you guys want me to do these in a live session where you just think that it could be more personable, we can do that. The only reason why I don't is because sometimes my kids just run in here out of nowhere, you know, and they'll just take me off topic. But I would have to figure it out. If you guys want to do live sessions, I'll probably have to do that really soon, because I just really want y'all to really get to know me, and like we can really get you to where you're going. And I feel like sometimes live makes that easier. But if you guys want to see that even faster than I plan it, just make sure you guys let me know in the comments. But you want to keep your editing simple. Don't ramble on like me, especially in the beginning, because then that's too many things. You guys hear the kids, eh? That would be too much to edit at one time. Break it up into sections. The last and one of the most important things you're going to want to do as a small content creator, as you're starting out, you're going to want to post more content. And posting one time a week as a small YouTuber will only cut it for the first few videos, and that is just for your own benefit. It doesn't really serve the algorithm any good, and it doesn't really help you in the long run to be posting one video a week after a month. After you hit that 1 month mark and you learn how to upload, you learn how to edit, you learn how to make thumbnails, I would suggest pushing it to 2, and when you can, even 3 videos. That's why making them shorter so that you're not doing a lot of editing is very crucial when it comes to YouTube, because the more you push out, the more the algorithm pushes more of your content out there, and the more you're gonna build an audience. I really hope that this video helps you guys out. If it did, leave a little peace sign in the comment section below. Also, if you just need that extra push, that extra boost of confidence, just that extra help, I am your coach, and I do offer a 30-minute one-on-one call All of the information about that will be in the description, as well as a PDF that you can download just to help you with your content planning, because I know it could be a little scattered sometimes when you're thinking of how to plan your content, when to film, how to edit. If you're a working person and you don't have that much time, I have tips like that in my PDF that are very helpful just for you to at least get your first few videos going, watching these videos, asking questions in the comments so that I can get more videos out to you guys, because I want to know what you guys need help with. My issue a lot with when it came to making these videos, and I did this today and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore because I am not serving my purpose, all because I didn't get ready for the day. I simply just took a shower and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait until I might get ready tomorrow the way I want to look like and then come sit in front of you guys. So you're gonna get Basic Tash for a lot because I want to be able to push out videos. I don't want to be perfect all the time, and this is just me being honest with you guys. Like, me feeling like I don't look perfect on screen is holding me back from making videos. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna do what I'm telling y'all to do. Don't wait to be perfect, just do it. Okay, just start. I'm there to help. If you do need me, I will make sure that I leave my information below. Also, if you ain't got nothing to say and just want to say hey, say hi, I love chatting with you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one before I just go rambling on and on. Bye.